Next up, the icons are in the house. The sweet, the salty, the crunchy, everything that you love from Squirrel Brand in 3 massively jumbo cans, a pound each, so 3 pounds of Squirrel Brand, a brand that's been around since 1888, has a storied history. And what you are getting is you're getting a can of each. Again, the icons, a can of the original Town and Country mix, a can of the sweet Town and Country mix, and the Travelers mix. And I don't know if I've ever tried the Travelers mix
you're gonna
before,
love
so
it.
I'm excited to get in on that. Now, this is the first day that you've seen this presented at this low of a price, but the price, I hate to tell you, it does expire at the end of the day. Outdo those easy pays. There's only 1,500 to go around. It's $39.98 and an $8 easy pay. So welcome on in to Squirrel Brand. Welcome on in to their greatest hits, and welcome on in, Jackie Grant.
Yes,
nice to see
good
you.
to be with you.
Nice to see you again.
So excited to walk you through these, and you're right, they are the icons. They are our greatest hits. So why don't we start over here?
Okay.
Okay, so this is my personal favorite. I love the Town and Country mix. So our Town and Country mix it's an iconic recipe. So many 5-star reviews on QVC.com, and our QVC family just absolutely loves it year after year. So what we have in this savory, salty snack mix, I'm gonna walk you down here.
Okay.
We've got sesame sticks 3 different ways. So we've got garlic, we've got sea salt, and we've got cheddar.
Okay.
Then we're gonna take our salted peanuts, we've got our jumbo California almonds, our creamy jumbo cashews, dry roasted. We're finishing off the mix with some crunchy pepitas,
love pepitas.
and some sunflower meats. Now this is gonna be all savory.
Okay, all
right?
savory, and that's the original Town and Country
That's
mix.
the original Town and
Okay.
Country. I'm gonna jump here, and I'll tell you
Okay.
why. Because we're gonna jump to the sweet Town and Country. The reason why the sweet Town and Country was ever created was because our QVC customer loved the savory so much that you said to us, can you do it in a sweet version?
Okay.
And so that is where we came up with our sweet Town and Country. So what you're gonna have is a lot of the components of the original, except we're gonna make them a little bit sweeter. Oh, here she comes.
We have a little
Here she
squirrel.
comes.
Get a squeeze.
We have a little squirrel in
I'm
the
sorry.
studio.
Am I being caught? Was
I mean,
on?
like
Oh, I'm
completely
sorry.
stealth, by the way. No one noticed.
I was like, what is she
What is
doing
that
No
down
one
there?
noticed.
Rachel diving into the sweet Town and Country, my friends.
Yes.
Will make your heart
Yes.
sing.
So let me
I'm
walk you
obsessed.
through
I'm
What
down
makes it
here.
sweet?
Walk through.
I'm going to walk you through what we
Yeah.
have here. So we have our sesame sticks that we have in the original, but what we did was we honey roasted them. Yes. We also have our jumbo California almonds, just like in the original. We took our peanuts and we honey roasted those as well.
Oh.
Combined them with our dry roasted cashews and finished it off with the crunchy pepitas and the sunflower meat. So this is going to give you a little bit of salty, but predominantly a sweet flavor profile.
I
Okay.
think we
Yes.
petitioned y'all. I think we were petitioning. We were like, we like the Town and Country,
Yeah.
but could you add some sweetness flavor?
That's exactly what happened.
And that's what I love about the conversation, and Julia,
Yeah.
that we have with our QVC customers, is that honestly, our brands are here for you.
Yes.
So if they have Town and Country, iconic, been around since 1888, could you make it sweet, says a QVC customer. Check, says Town and Country. That's
right.
I mean, it's so easy. Like, what grocery store do you get to do that
So
with?
true.
And that's what we
that
do
would be
here.
none.
So true. Only
That would be
1,400
none.
remain.
Yeah. So and I love that we are pairing our Travelers mix with
Yeah.
our Town and Country duo, because you're going to absolutely love this. This is so much fun. So many different flavors and textures in this mix. What we have is we've got our cheddar sesame sticks.
Okay, I like that.
We've got our salted peanuts, but then we
Oh, are you going
also
down here?
have butter toffee peanuts.
Right here.
So we've got peanuts in
Oh.
2 ways, yeah. We have our hickory smoked almonds, so interesting. And then we've got our little mini Bavarian pretzel bites. So if you want salty, it's here. If you want sweet, it's here. If you want cheesy, it's here. And if you want smoky,
It's here.
It's here.
it's here.
It's here. It has
all the things.
Okay.
Yes.
This was what? What was this?
That is going to be your butter toffee peanut.
That's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing. I just took one component out of that,
know.
and I was like, oh, there it is.
And you know, the greatest thing, and I hope that you all are getting this, is that they actually are all recipes,
Yes.
right? They're
Yes.
recipes, but at the same time, as you're eating them and you get different handfuls, you get different notes, and it's like a different
It's like a
symphony
different
every
bite
little
every single
time.
time.
And
Yeah.
it's so exciting. So if you're playing games or you have movie night, I am currently currently binging something called Outrageous. What are you binging?
Ooh.
It's a BBC.
We're still
It's
watching The
something.
Bear.
I
Are
still
you
watch The
working
Bear.
through The Bear?
We're all watching The Bear.
did?
I
You
watched
finished
it in
it?
one day.
Oh,
did you?
wow.
Yes,
That's,
yes, I
that's
did.
impressive.
It was a
You watched The
rainy
Bear
day.
in one day.
Still
Oh, yeah.
working through it. We are.
It was
So-
a rainy day. There was nowhere to go. I was like,
Yeah,
hello.
that's perfect.
Absolutely. So like Netflix or games, my family's big. I'm going to see my family. We play poker. We need to have some nosh.
Yes.
And my dad always shakes it. He always shakes the peanuts or something, takes a swig of something, and then pops. Like that's honestly how I remember him as a little girl. And I think he was probably drinking Hams. If anybody remembers Hams
I don't
beer,
know what that
that's very
is.
sad.
Never heard of that.
It's very sad.
I don't,
Anyway,
but now I want to know.
way back in the day.
I gotta-
I'm
I wanna
old,
know.
59.
To the
I hope
Google
somebody's
machines.
laughing right
No,
now.
I'm lost.
Anyway, it's a good little snacking snack.
It's a
It is a
great
perfect
little
snacky
second.
snack.
I actually put Town and Country out. We had friends over for the 4th of July. I put Town and Country out. It's seasonless. You can enjoy these
Yeah.
mixes in the summer, in the fall, in the wintertime. I love that the Town and Country and the Travelers are all seasonless. So this trio is amazing. You're getting a pure salty mix, you're
Yeah.
getting a sweet one, and then you're getting all these amazing flavors in the
Every
Travelers.
note that you would possibly want and desire and crave, you are getting within this pack up.
Yeah.
You are getting a can. Each can is a pound, by the way.
Yeah, 3 pounds of
the
snacks.
original Town and Country mix, the sweet Town and Country mix, and the Traveler's mix. There are no choices you have to make. There's no auto delivery on this. So stock on up if you love Squirrel Brand, if you love these particular mixes. The price does go away at the end of the day. Currently it's $39.98. It's going to go up to $45 at the end of the day.
Oh, wow.
The
Yeah.
easy pay, $8 to bring this home, that's also going to go away at the end of the day today. So now is the moment to grab this on home. Think about all the events that you're going to be having, whether it's, family reunions or it's outdoor
Picnics
barbecues.
and barbecues, yes,
Okay, now there's
so
only
many
1,000 to go
reasons.
around.
So
but
many, so
it just
many
makes
reasons.
everybody so happy.
And here, for sure, and here's why I love stocking up, is when your Squirrel Brand comes to you, because you are getting 3 pounds, it's a lot. It's gonna come to you like this.
Okay.
The top looks like a coffee can.
Yep.
This is our freshness seal. If you can keep this seal intact, your product is gonna be good for 1 year from the pack date, which we are gonna give you on the bottom of the can. So let's say you've worked your way through summertime, you've binged all your shows, and by chance, it's not likely, but by chance you still have some left, take it into the fall. Take it into the holiday season. As long as you keep the freshness seal on, you're going to be good for a nice
They
long
make
time.
great gourmet gifts. I
They do.
like to sort of like accumulate things that I find to be like gourmet and gorgeous recipes and things like that and gift them to like one person
Yeah.
who's maybe having you over for dinner or hosting the party or hosting the book club. It just makes a really like thoughtful, beautiful gift that
Yes.
everyone will enjoy. Tell me a little bit about who Squirrel Brand is.
So we are the oldest registered nut brand in the U.S. We've been around since 1888. And back then, like back in the day when our founder was delivering nuts via horse and buggy and, we were sending our nuts overseas to the troops overseas during World War II, it was all about the sourcing and the quality. The fancy recipes came later. It was all about the sourcing and the quality of our nuts. Our nuts are grown in areas of the world where there are very little winters, lots and lots of sunlight, and we're harvesting them at the peak of ripeness, bringing them back and dry roasting them. Always a dry roast. That means there's no oils and no waters in our
okay.
roasting process. Yes.
Interesting.
And what I love about these recipes, Jewel, is that you see so many different components in these recipes. Each one of these components is made individually. We're only bringing it all together at the very end. So you're not getting a whole bunch of like residue all over yourself,
Right.
residue at the bottom of the can, because each individual component is its own special recipe.
They're so thoughtfully created,
yes.
these recipes. And you're a recipe maker.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you know like how hard it is to get the right balance.
It's all about the balance. I
Right.
always say it's about finding the best ingredients and doing as little to them as possible. And that's why we're never adding any oils or waters in our roasting process. They're always a dry roast. They're always going to be, it's the flavor forward. It's the quality of the nuts and it's that flavor forward.
and the size of that almond.
Let me tell you, these hickory smoked almonds are so cool.
Wait, which one's that's a hickory smoked
Yes.
almond? Okay.
Yes. So the hickory smoked almonds combined with the sweetness of the butter toffee peanut, right? It's like so different.
Yeah, a little zing to it.
Yeah, the Traveler's Mix is super fun, and it's our only can that comes in that beautiful navy blue color.
Oh.
So if you're thinking about gifting, this is pretty cool.
Or if you're traveling.
Or if you're traveling.
It's the perfect
have
road trip
Squirrel
snack.
Brand will travel. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
It works out to be like $13 and change a can, and you're getting all 3 of them. Each one is a full-on pound.
Full-on pounds.
And what
That's
I
right.
love also, when you empty these, and actually these the bowls that we have are too small to empty the entire 1 pound can.
Yeah.
You're not going to find all sorts of like crumbs and residues at the bottom. Like whole pieces is what you are getting when you get your Squirrel Brand home. Now let me just remind you, no choices to make and no auto delivery. You get 1 can of each, 1 pound each, so a grand total of 3 pounds. You're getting the Town and Country Mix, the original. You're also getting the sweet Town and Country Mix, the reboot, if you will, for the ones who want to have a little bit of a sweet tooth. And you are getting that Traveler's Mix, which now I might say is my favorite.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
It's
sweet,
really,
salty. You get everything that you want.
It's like a
smoky.
party in your mouth. Now, so this one, like, I love to, sometimes I'll just grab a handful of the Town and Countries and I'll just throw it back. But with this, since the flavors, the Traveler's Mix are so very different and unique, you know, you've got cheesy, you've got smoky, you've got sweet, you've got salty. This is a nice one if you want to just kind of pick at it. You know, like really, really savor each individual flavor. Now, you can also go party in your mouth, grab a handful,
See what
throw
happens.
it back. Yeah, see
Close
what happens.
your eyes, get a handful,
That's
see
right.
what happens.
You never know.
Only 500 remain, and we started with 2,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and there's no auto delivery.
Yeah.
So if it's in your cart, you know what I'm going to say, right? Check out your cart. I know.
Yeah.
I am a broken record, but I got to warn you, it's happened to me that things have been like, you know, that claw game at the arcade? Things just
I
like,
never win at those.
I never win at those.
Never.
Does anybody ever win?
Ever win at those.
Does anybody?
I don't know. There's always
Mike
a
wins?
kid there that wins.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
One time. You got one time at the
That's
bag.
okay. That's better than
Well
I have.
done.
Yep.
Wow, that should
One's
be
better than
celebrated. I
none.
tip my hat to you, sir. Very impressive. But yes, if it's in your cart and you're not checking out and we're running really low, just like that salmon that sold out a minute ago, you want to make sure that you check out in case you missed out on it. Now, there's only 400 remaining. No auto delivery here. And it's a price
3
that goes away
pounds.
at the end of the day. $39.98. 1 pound, 1 pound, 1 pound.
Yep.
That's a lot of nuts.
That's right.
That will stay fresh as long as you have that seal intact for up to a year.
A year
But
from
this,
the pack date.
from the pack
Amazing.
date, yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're going to have this on hand. You never know who's going to stop by.
You don't.
Yeah,
you
maybe
don't. You
it's your
never
turn to
know
host the book
if
club.
right. But if someone else is hosting, grab a can.
Yeah.
When you're walking out the door.
You never know who's going to stop
You never
by.
know who's going to stop
Rachel's
by.
stopping by. They're always like, Rachel's so hungry.
So
on these
incognito
shows."
again.
I
Nobody
know,
noticed.
I know. Nobody noticed.
Nobody
I did
noticed.
that so quietly.
Yeah, yeah. But like this is, I love putting, you know, instead of a basket of potato chips, put out a beautiful candy dish of Squirrel Brand and watch it
was good.
disappear.
That was a good one.
The Travelers.
I love
So
that
many
Traveler's
fun. I
mix.
know. So many. You know what my favorite is the little pretzel bites. I mean, have you ever seen a pretzel that small?
No.
But they are. They're like little miniature pretzel
But
bites.
each component has a very distinct flavor.
That's because they're made separately. They're made
Their
separately. Own recipe.
Interesting.
Yes.
How many remain, Ellen? Only 200 remain. We started
my
with
goodness.
2,000. So I will predict another sellout on this one.
That's great.
So we are officially in last call. Check out of your cart. It is M135177. Thanks so much, Jackie.
Thank
Great
you
to
for
see
having
you.
me.
And Julie.